I get here and it's just such a grind. You know, it's such a grind. I appreciated every second of it, but I wasn't taking care of myself. But I didn't really notice that because I'm grinding and I'm like, yay, I'm back. And I got to do a TEDx talk.
I seen it.
I'm doing awesome. Thank you. So I'm doing the TEDx talk. And right afterwards, people are sending me pictures, and my hair looks good, my makeup looks good, but I'm like, who's she? Like, I don't look like myself. You know what I mean? Like, it may not be dramatic to anybody else, but for me, I was like, okay. And it wasn't about just physically what you look like, because I'm not a small person now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a person, do not talk to me about food, because I love it, right? But it was about, what did that mean? I realized that I was trying to make sure everybody else was good, but I wasn't treating myself well, you know? So fast forward, seeing those pictures, and I was so embarrassed to share that TEDx talk. I didn't want to. And one of my friends, she's a bully. She was like, share it, you know? So I was like, okay, fine. You know, I didn't tell her what was going on with me. And I shared it, and it was such a release, because what I released at that moment was, who you are at this moment, that's who you are, and that's okay. Yeah. Like, I'd done something great. So many times, we look at ourselves and we just try to criticize, find something to criticize, you know? I let it go. I let the message do whatever it did. And moving forward, when I was ready to go, okay, let's kind of hone this in, and it took a while. Like, you know, then COVID came and all those things. Let's hone this in. I literally shared it with a few people on my Facebook, like, okay, Will Smith had this thing called Big Willie Challenge. He was like a 12-week challenge. I don't know what happened to him, and I don't know what happened to a lot of people, but after 12 weeks, I actually did it. And so people were like, oh, how did you do it? Because no one did it with me. Nobody. After 12 weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, I lost 30 pounds. Like, it wasn't even the pounds. It was like, I'm back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still not all the way where I want to be, but I'm back to a person that I know. So then, I started doing that, and people just inboxing me like, how'd you do it? What did you do? Da-da-da-da-da. And at the time, I was like, I can't tell people what to eat. I don't know. I was just determined. So I talked to my brother, who, like I told you, he had at the time, his company, Craft Boxing, was just online. So I was like, hey, brother, I'm going to start a Facebook group, and I need some fitness. Can you give me some fitness? And he's like, okay. And then he was like, well, I'll give everybody, like, I was like, can they have like 90 days or something like that? I said 12 weeks. He said, I'll do better than that, 90 days. Okay. We did that. And then I was like, they keep asking me what to eat. I can't tell people what to eat. I don't know. Because I know what you eat and what I eat have nothing to do with each other, you know? So he was like, I have some nutritionist friends. I'm like, great. So he lent me those, you know, the 90 days and his nutritionist friend. And we've been going strong. It's a very small group. It's like a group of like 800 people. But the results are so big, and everyone's there just like holding each other accountable. Like, we're finishing up one of our 12-week challenge at the end of June, and we're just there to remind each other that, so what? You fall down, get up. Like, it's just, don't give up on yourself. And it's so amazing, because most of the people are people that knew me, you know, my whole life. And so everyone's there, and I'm the person they have all in common, but it's in a community, and it's so great to see everybody cheering for each other. So
that's amazing, right? Because a lot of times people just don't have the support, right?
That's it.
You know?
And it's just, and it's like, no judgment, but come on, it's so funny, because it was like, Georgetta, get fit, get fine. That's where we're at. Georgetta Foreman, get fit, get fine. So GF. So it's fine.